What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? I hope you all are doing well today. Thank you so much for joining me on this beautiful Friday. Today, I bring to you 15 German brands you pronounce wrong? What you mean pronounce wrong, man? You mean to tell me out of my whole life, 21 years, almost 22, I have been pronouncing these brand names wrong? What brand names could we possibly be talking about? Like the high fashion, like the high brand, the expensive ones, like the designer and stuff, Deutsche Bank and stuff like that. Like, I can pronounce stuff like that.
Hey, have you seen my Adidas shoes? Your what shoes? Adidas, the brand? Oh, Adidas.
Don't you sit here and tell me that Adidas is one of the brand names that we mispronounce? Adidas. That's what we know it as. Adidas. Adidas. See that? It sounds perfect. It literally goes with how it's spelled.
Yes. Not sure. Maybe you've left them in the car? Oh, in your friend's Volkswagen? Huh? Volkswagen, the car brand? It's a German car brand. You should know that. Oh, VW. Okay.
I had a Volkswagen as my last car. Now, I knew it was a Volkswagen, but I hated saying Volks, so I always just said Volkswagen. Like, just to say it real fast, Volkswagen. So you would think I was saying Volts, but I was just saying Volkswagen. And people understood a Volkswagen. People understand, man. It's that Volkswagen, but I gotta start pronouncing it. It's just the way I speak, man. I speak too fast and everything, but people understand it though.
Hello, servus, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Felicia. I'm originally from Munich, Germany, but have been living here in Cincinnati, Ohio, on and off since 2016.
Okay.
So a little update before I get into the topic. I had my wrist surgery last Tuesday.
Oh.
Everything went well, and my insurance approved it, so they're fully paying for it, which is great. I was pretty knocked out afterwards.
Wait a minute, how's Germany's healthcare? I know about the other countries out there. Way better than the country I'm coming from. How's your healthcare? Are they taking out your taxes too and it's going towards free healthcare? And it's just getting taken out your taxes. It's basically free compared to what you would pay if it wasn't getting taken out your taxes. You'd be paying a fortune. You'd probably still be paying off for certain things. My goodness.
For a few days, but I'm doing better every day, and today is the first time that I thought I would try to record something, as you can see. I'm having my first follow-up appointment in 4 days, and as promised, there will be another video about this topic in a few weeks. But a few weeks ago, before I broke my wrist, I made a video about mistakes that many Germans make when speaking English, and a lot of you guys asked me to make a video the other way around about mistakes that non-native speakers make in German, and that's definitely going to come, but there's actually a very similar topic that I've been wanting to cover for a while, so that's what I'll talk about today. German brand names that English native speakers often pronounce very differently than we do in Germany, and some of these brands you may not even realize that they're German. So I made a list of 15 German brand names that are typically mispronounced in English, and I'm going to tell you how they're pronounced correctly in German and also give you a little background information on some of them as well. This video is sponsored by Skillshare, which the first one is Audi. Most Americans that I know pronounce it like I just said it, Audi. In German, we say Audi.
I've been saying Audi since I came out the womb. What? I've been saying this since I came out the womb. So I ain't been pronouncing this
Audi.
wrong. A lot of people understand Audi. It's not an Audi. It's an Audi. It's an Audi. It's an Audi. I've been saying that since I was
actually a funny story as to where this name came from. In 1904, a guy called August Horch founded a car company called A. Horch und Company, Motorenwarenwerke Zwickau, but a few years later he left the company and founded a new one. But he wasn't allowed to call it Horch again, and since that's not only his last name, but also means listen in the imperative form, he ended up translating it into Latin, and that's Audi. So
Smart.
Audi means listen. The company is located in Ingolstadt in Bavaria.
Interesting.
Then, of course, one of the most famous car brands in the world is this one. It's located in Stuttgart, Germany.
Porsche.
I've heard Americans pronounce it Porsche or Porsche. In German, we say Porsche. So there's like this
Porsche.
short E sound in the end. Porsche. It was founded by Ferdinand Porsche in 1931 as a company for vehicle development work and consulting. And one of the first assignments that the company had was from the Nazi government at the time to design a car for the general public, which was what later would become Volkswagen. And so they designed the Volkswagen Beetle, the VW Käfer.
I did not know that's how
This one sounded super funny to me when I first heard how people pronounce it in English.
Mercedes-Benz. Mercedes-Benz. Come on now.
I actually used to drive one back in Germany.
Oh.
So most Americans call this Mercedes. In German, we pronounce it Mercedes.
Whoa,
So,
Mercedes. Did I say that right?
Mercedes versus Mercedes.
Mercedes. Oh, that's so elegant. We've been saying it wrong this whole time. How you gonna own a German car and not say it right? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? How do you say BMW? Somebody tell me it's the same way. My goodness.
Mercedes. So it's really pretty different. And the full name, of course, is Mercedes-Benz. I've also heard that in England, people also refer to Mercedes as Merc. A German will not know what you're talking about if you say that, just for your information. Originally, it was just the company Daimler Motorengesellschaft, founded in 1890.
Wait a minute, I want to try to say that.
Originally, it was just the company Daimler Motorengesellschaft.
Dime month of two. Oh.
Founded in 1890. The name Mercedes was added later, inspired by a Daimler car dealer called Emil Jelinek, who was also driving car races under the alias Monsieur Mercedes, which was based on his daughter's first name, Mercedes Jelinek. The name was later also used for one of the car models in the year 1900, and then eventually became the name of the brand itself. This one simply has 3 letters, but of course they're pronounced differently in English and in German. In English, people say BMW. In German, we say BMW because W is pronounced V in German. And
What? W is pronounced V.
And it stands for Bayerische Motoren.
BMW. If I go to Germany right now, I'm talking about some BMW. Am I gonna know what I'm talking about? I gotta say BMW. Why not just put a V on?
W is pronounced V in German, and it stands for Bayerische Motorenwerke, which means Bavarian Engine Works. And of course, BMW is located in my hometown, Munich, which is the capital of Bavaria. The company was founded in 1916 and originally mainly produced aircraft engines. It's said that the logo represents a plane propeller, and it also has the colors of Bavaria, blue and white, to show the company's origin. Then, after World War I, they survived by producing motorcycle engines, farm equipment, household items, and railway brakes, and built their first motorcycle in 1923, and then became a car manufacturer a few years later.
Nice.
They then went back to concentrating on aircraft engines again during World War II, using forced labor from prisoners in concentration camps, and didn't get back into car manufacturing until 1952.
This is interesting. I love learning about stuff like this because I'm really into the cars, guys. Like, especially BMWs. You guys don't understand. I'm talking about dream car, baby. I'm gonna get an M. I'm gonna go get an M3. I got options. We got an M3. We got an M5. We got an M6. We got an M8. We have options. There's options now. You know, it's like competition now. Oh my goodness. Red gutted seats? No. Blue gutted seats. Talk about custom. Blue gutted seats. I want the blue interior. I want an orange. No, somebody got orange on YouTube. I want blue interior. That's so fly. Oh my goodness. Like, I've never seen nobody with that, man. Like, I love learning history behind this type of stuff.
Overall, all of these German car brands that I just mentioned
Planes?
are more or less considered luxury brands in the US. I mean, Porsche, of course, is considered a luxury brand in Germany as well, but Audi, Mercedes, and BMW are pretty much just regular car brands to us. Obviously, they do have expensive luxury cars as well, but the regular models are driven by people from all social classes in Germany.
So when it's time to go ahead and secure that M, it doesn't matter which one. I'm not picky. When I go ahead and secure it at the dealership, I'm going to ask them that main question. Oh, how do you say this? You know, BMW, but what is the real way of saying this? You know, we was in Germany. They better hit me with the right answer. If not, I'm not purchasing the car from them. You lost a customer. You're not getting business. Oh, well.
English speakers call this Volkswagen, while in Germany we usually just call it VW. VW, VW. But even if we did go by the full name, it would be pronounced Volkswagen and not Volkswagen. So just imagine that it was spelled with an F and V instead. Volkswagen. This literally means people's car or car of the people, and it was founded during the Third Reich in the late 1930s because Hitler wanted to have a car that was affordable for middle-class Germans and that met the needs of an average family. So this was his attempt to make...
Oh, I tell you, it was middle class, all right? That engine power, it was meant to just commute, guys, to work and back. I souped that car. I done did everything I could to that car, man. It was nice. I had it nice. It just wasn't to where I wanted it, man. Like, oh, those things.
Cars, something that wasn't only available to upper class people, but to the general public. And the company is based in Wolfsburg.
Interesting. Wolfsburg. Okay.
Now let's move on to something other than cars. So this is one of the brands where when I heard Americans say this for the first time, I didn't understand at all what they were referring to because they usually pronounce it Adidas, and in Germany we say Adidas. Adidas, Adidas. Super different. It's the second largest sportswear manufacturer in the world after Nike, and I don't think that a lot of people know that this is a German company. It also has an interesting backstory. It was founded by Adolf.
I promise you, I thought that this was a US company. Just like Nike. Is Nike even a US company? Oh my goodness, I gotta do some research on these brands. I don't do research on these designer brands. You know where some of these brands are originated from, depending on their name or if you're really into it or something. But I don't really rock Adidas. I don't rock them. Maybe some Yeezys or something, maybe the little sweats, but yeah, I got
Dassler,
it right.
Whose nickname was Adi, so the brand name is based on his first and last name. Adidas. He founded the company at his mother's house after he returned from World War I, and he actually played a big role in developing spiked running shoes. In 1924, his brother Rudolf joined the company and they founded the Dassler Brothers Shoe Factory, but they later got into a fight, split up, and his brother actually founded his own company called Puma, which became the biggest rival of Adidas. So both Adidas and Puma are German brands. Another shoe manufacturer that many Germans would probably consider very, very German. Like if you talk about something typically German, Birkenstock is definitely going to be mentioned. But of course, this brand is known all over the world nowadays, and it's natural that people pronounce it with their native accent. So English speakers usually say Birkenstock. In German, we say Birkenstock. Birkenstock, Birkenstock, which literally translates to birch stick. The roots of the company go all the way back to the 18th century, by the way. From shoes to alcohol, this is pronounced Jägermeister in German, Jägermeister. English speakers usually say Jägermeister, which is pretty much the same, just with a pretty thick accent. And people also often use the abbreviation Jäger, like, can I have a shot of Jäger, please? It literally means hunt master. Jäger is the hunter and Meister is master, and it's a German herbal liquor.
Nobody say Jagger? Am I the only one?
This is a German
Jagger?
Grocery store.
Aldi?
You can
or is it Aldi?
also find them in other European countries, and they even have some stores in the US. I usually get the majority of my groceries at Aldi here in the US. In Germany, we call stores like Aldi or Lidl discounters because they sell groceries for very low prices. In English, people usually pronounce this Aldi. I think I've also heard Aldi before, but I think most people say Aldi. Or they also sometimes add an S that isn't there in the end and say Aldis. In Germany, we just say Aldi. It has its origins in 1945 when the two brothers Theo
Aldi. I got that right across the street. ID.
and Karl Albrecht took over their mother's corner store and came up with the concept of having a small selection while having low prices. The name Aldi comes from Albrecht Discount, so Albrecht, which is their last name, discount. In Germany, we have Aldi Süd and Aldi Nord, Aldi South and Aldi North. Again, this is because of two brothers splitting up into two different businesses. In the US, the store is simply called Aldi and it actually belongs to Aldi South, while the store Trader Joe's belongs to Aldi North. Now let's move on to cosmetics. Nivea is a German brand from Hamburg that's...
Yo, no way. I just started using this soap too. Like, it lathers, man. It's so smooth on the skin. It smells good. It lathers well. I just started using this brand.
Mainly known for...
I would reach over there, but I think I'm capping. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? I didn't open this one yet, but I'm just saying though.
For its face lotion in the little blue container, but of course they offer a large variety of products nowadays. Again, I find the English pronunciation pretty funny here. English native speakers usually say Nivea. In German we say Nivea.
I say Nivea.
So the
I don't
emphasis
say Nivea. So I know some people say Nivea. I say Nivea.
This is on the E. Nivea.
I say Nivea.
This is a German hair cosmetics brand that you can find all over the world pretty much. In German, we pronounce it Schwarzkopf, which literally means black head. Schwarzkopf. English native speakers usually pronounce it Schwarzkopf or Schwarzkopf or something along those lines. Deutsche Bank is the largest bank in Germany. Deutsche Bank also literally means German bank. Of course, you can find Deutsche Bank not only in Germany, but in other countries as well. A good friend of mine here in Cincinnati actually just did an internship with them in their New York City location. And she's also going to start a full-time job with them soon. And Americans usually pronounce it Deutsche Bank or something along those lines.
Hey,
and my friend always uses the abbreviation Deutsch when she refers to it. So like she said, I got a job offer from Deutsch, which is just really funny to me because that literally just means German.
Nice. Hey, we all got bills.
This is a German manufacturer of high-end domestic appliances, and it's not exactly pronounced wrong in English, but English native speakers usually say something like Miele. So it usually sounds more like an A in the end, whereas in German we say Miele. Miele. So the last.
I say Miele. I've been saying that. I've been jacking that for so long, telling people Miele. That's how you say it. Oh, that's not how you say it.
Letter is just a little bit different. And Miele really does stand for quality. If you invest in a Miele dishwasher or washing machine, you just know that it's going to be a good product and it's going to last.
Right. Quality is everything. You get
This is something that everyone knows and loves, hopefully. Maybe not everyone knew that Haribo is actually German. We pronounce it Haribo. Haribo. And again, the name originates in the name of the founder of the company, which was Hans Riegel, and he was from the city of Bonn in Germany. So Hans Riegel from Bonn, and he always took the first two letters, put them together, and it became Haribo. Hans Riegel Bonn. Haribo.
A legend for making those, man. I love gummy
And
bears.
last but not least, let's talk about a company that is not doing super well during these times, but it's one of the largest companies in Germany and second largest airline in Europe. And maybe you've flown with them before. In English, people usually say Lufthansa, but in German, we say Lufthansa. So the emphasis is on the first syllable, Lufthansa versus Lufthansa.
Okay. Hey, this is an incredible video, man.
And that was the last brand name on my list. So now, of course, I want to know from you guys.
Let me go ahead and like her video, man. Shout out to 209K likes. Oh my goodness. 7.4 million views. Oh my goodness. This was an excellent video, man. Learning 15 German brands that we, us Americans, pronounce wrong. Or anybody else out there, if you're from a different country, man, pronounce wrong, man. And I'm so glad I actually learned the history behind these things as well. I like how she actually included that, gave us a little more information. Now I'm walking out of here with knowledge, knowledge of these 15 brands. Everyone, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, turn all post notifications on. Feel free to follow my Twitch down below in the description. And please let me know in the comment section down below if you're from Germany or not. Were you aware of how to pronounce these brand names? I mean, of course, if you're from Germany. Or what if you actually pronounce them differently and you're actually from Germany and you still live in Germany? Everyone stay safe, and I hope to catch you all in the next reaction video.